Hello and welcome to the CET-1176 Computer Maintenance and Repair. This is an introductory video for my Monday and Wednesday class. So Titusville and Cocoa. So this works for both of you. So let's get started. Before we do, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos. When you do subscribe, you get access, get easier to navigate, and it's easier for you to find things on YouTube. If you're unable to like it or leave a comment, it means that you don't have a YouTube account or you're not logged in. So it only takes less than a minute to create a YouTube account. If you don't have one, I would suggest go ahead and do that, as it'll help you out a lot in the course and in future courses. All right, and it's free. Do not join the channel. That's a paid, they charge for that, and I don't want to do any. I don't want to be involved in that. But as far as subscribe, that's free. Anything I'm asking you to do is free. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about first. As this introduction, we're going to explain the syllabus. Then we're going to go into Canvas, and then we're going to talk about Cengage, and then I'm going to show you Microsoft Teams. All right. So first, let's go into the syllabus. And here you can see that the syllabus, the first one I got to open is the Titusville course, which is located, see the course information, fall 2024, building 1, room 144, and that's in Titusville on Mondays, 5:30 to 6:45 p.m. All right. So for the other class, we have .45C, building 5, room 251. That's on the second floor in building 5. Wednesdays at 5:30 to 6:45, and they're both hybrid. All right. So we go down. You don't have to read the syllabus. You just need to know how to reference it, know where everything is found. All right. This video is going to be a link posted here as well as in the announcement, so you can find it. But this tells you what you need. Textbook comes with your Cengage Mindtap. You have to have Cengage Mindtap because that's where all your grades are going to come from. All right. Let's go down. Your withdrawal date, just another thing to note for both classes. Wednesday evening, on the second Wednesday, I believe it's going to be the 21st, August 21st. If you haven't logged into Mindtap and you're not on the Mindtap roster where I can see you, I'm going to go ahead and report you as absent, and they'll drop you from the course. So you have the whole week, because I have to report census. So that's one way I'm going to determine that you're actually in class. If you're not on there by then I'll go ahead and drop you from the class. And let's go on with this introduction. So here's something that's common to both classes. It's that your grading scale is on a 900-point grading scale. So you'll see the sides and percentages on the side, and all your grades will be fine in Mindtap. Okay, and I get this from students all the time, so I'll let you know again, and I'll remind you again, and then someone in the class is going to ask me anyway at the end. So if you do 10 assignments and they're worth 200 points, and you've got a total of 200 points out of 200 points that you did, it's going to show you at 100%. But understand that you need 540 points to get a D. So that 200 points, even though it's 100% of what you did, it is an F. So if that wasn't the case, I'd say do one homework assignment that's worth 2 points, get you 100%, and be finished with the class. So anyway, we're going to go by total points here. As you can see, 810 and 900 points is A, 720 to 809 is a B, and so on. So you can reference that from the syllabus. Also, here homework will be 31.1%, which is 280 points. All right, and your quizzes will be 46.7%, which is 420 points. And then your final exam and midterm will be 100 points each, which will be a total of 200 points. All right. So the key thing about this is make sure you do all your quizzes, because they're 20 points each. Your homework assignments, some of them are 2 points, some of them are 3 points. But with it being a total of 280, there's a lot of them. All right. But the good thing is simulated and it's hands-on, so it's not a lot of reading and answering questions. And for this class is Wednesday class. So for the Wednesday class, your last day, of course, will be You will be expected to complete all assignments before you receive a grade for the assignment, of course. All quizzes projects are due at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, which is 12/4, which is your last class period. That is supposed to be the final, but the final will be unlocked early, so you don't have to come to that class if you already did your final, and you also get multiple attempts on it. All right. So, just keep that in mind, because here's what I'm going to tell you. Let me get this other class straight first. Titusville folks, with theirs, since their class is Monday, their last day to turn in assignments is going to be, fix that right now, 12/2/2024. All right, 5:30 p.m., 12/2/2024. All right, so everything but the final will be locked. So you won't be able to come in there while everyone's taking the final and doing homework assignments for an hour and thinking you're going to have an hour or 10 minutes and have me sit there all night. That happened before. I don't allow that anymore. But I'll tell you this, when it comes to that, extensions and all that, we don't do extensions. Everything's going to be unlocked for you, so you will have the ability to work ahead. So if you decided to join this class or sign up for this class and travel to the Philippines for 6 months, that's cool, but that's not worth any points. All right? So you see, homework, quizzes, and your midterm and final are the only way you're going to get points in this class. Not understanding how the grading scale works is worth 0 points. Having a death in the family tragically or get into an accident, that's also not worth any points. All right, so I would advise you to work ahead, because once the term is over with, I literally go on vacation. All right, and then I go do other stuff. So you're basically saying, hey, I know I had 16 weeks, but instead of you going and planning your life and trying to get things together and enjoy yourself after you've worked hard this term, why don't you do me a favor, work extra time and don't get paid for it, because I don't feel like doing it on your schedule that I signed up for and agreed to, right? So I do believe in allowing the freedom for a student to work ahead in case you have overtime or something else planned in the middle of the term. You can work ahead, so you don't have to be on my schedule to wait for me to unlock something for you, all right? So other than the midterm and the final, those are the only things that's going to be released at specific dates. Everything else will be unlocked the whole time. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Now for my Monday Titusville folks, this is your schedule. You'll notice that there's bold dates. These are the dates that's mandatory for class. And then the ones that are not bolding on the date, I won't be there. So you can use the classroom if you need to. And this is on the syllabus, all right? Same thing with the final. If you finish your final and you're okay with your grade, you don't have to come in and take the final in the classroom, but I will be there in case anyone needs the classroom for the final. All right, the midterm won't be taken in class. It'll be taken, Core 1 exam is midterm. This is September the 30th to 10/13, so you'll have almost 2 weeks to do that, and you have 3 attempts, and the highest score will be kept. Same thing on the quizzes. The highest score is kept. You have 3 attempts. So let's see, and a quick look at the COCO students' schedule. It's basically the same thing except for it's on Wednesday. So the first 2 classes are mandatory. After that, the times that are highlighted is when I'll be in the classroom. You're welcome to attend the days that I'm there. And like I said, if you need the classroom, it should be unlocked. You can go in there on those days, but I'm not going to be there. All right. If you need me, I also have Microsoft Teams available that you can contact me on there. And on any of these dates that I'm not going to be available that I planned on, if something happens, I'll let you know, and it will be in your announcements. So what you don't need to do is ask me, hey, do we have class this week? Or do we have class next week? All right, if you do, I'm going to refer you to the video or to the syllabus. And let's see. That's it for the syllabus. I'll show you how to get to that. But next, let's go ahead to Canvas. And Canvas is pretty basic. The first tab here is Home. So this is what it's going to bring you on, is this link right here. Within your class, the Titusville folks are going to have a 45T. The COCO students are going to have a 45C. But anyway, you need to click this link, and then follow the prompts to register for the Mindtap. If you got a code, don't use it, because if you don't go through Canvas, through your class, and click this link on the Home tab, so this is the first one, you can do Home, and I think you can do Modules as well. This link right here, Home or Modules. If you click it, you'll get the right class, and you'll populate in my gradebook. So I have students who used the first day and they tried to go and use their code that they got, and they never showed up, and so they had to go through customer support with Cengage and get it corrected. So all you have to do is go to this link. The class, I don't know when the class is going to be unlocked, but when we get to it, I'll show you. Other than that, Canvas, your grades are going to be on Mindtap. Everything else, check your announcements. That's where I'll let you know, remind you about class if anything changes, or if there's videos or something. I'm going to send links on Canvas on the announcements. But I am trying to get less emails, so I expect you to check the syllabus first if you have a question. If not, if you watch this video, if it's not answered there, then I'll show you where to put your questions. As a student, imagine being in a classroom and a person raises their hand and asks, what time is it? And then 5 other hands go down, and I tell the student what time it is. That's fine, but then the other 5 hands, they're not going to ask me the same question. You know, they're not going to walk up to my desk and ask. That's how it goes in email. You ask me a question, 5 of your classmates ask me the same question. So I'm spending way too much time answering emails when you can see that in the right spot. And I'll show you when we go to our teams. So let's go to here. I'm already registered, so I'm going to go to the Mindtap. Show you what it looks like. Show you how to navigate if you haven't used it before. So once you get registered, you'll be in my grade book. If I tell you you're not in there and you already registered, there's no argument. The thing is that if you're not in there by the 21st, I'm going to go ahead and drop you from the class. So if I tell you you're not in there, you need to contact Cengage and figure out what you did wrong. If you clicked on that link first and went through, then you should have no issues. All right. So here is the navigation tool. Let's see, course orientation. These are some pre-assessments. You see there are 20 points, 22 points, Core 1 and Core 2. You can do those before class, or do those first, or you can wait towards the end. I believe you get multiple attempts. Actually, it says they're practice. They're not really graded, so that's just practice for you. I don't know why it's showing points. But, let's see. Here we go. Getting started. If you want to know how it works, you can look at these videos. I recommend doing that before the first class. Then virtual machine information. Now there's 2 points on these. These are actually 2 points each for homework, and they're due on the 2nd for this is my Titusville class. The Cocoa cast will show December 4th. Everything is due. All right. So I believe late Saturday night, Sunday, everything should be unlocked. So if you want to start early, you can. And when each module is set up, there's 21 modules in this course. So there's a lot of work. So the first one for each one, they're all set up the same. You're going to have to learn it, study it, apply it. So if you go to learn it, you're going to have videos, reading the actual textbook is broken down in here as well. Then study it, you have your PowerPoint slides, flashcards, and some practice tests. It's practice, it's not graded. It does say 1 point, but it's not graded. And then apply it. This is when you get lab sims. These are graded 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. And then don't forget your advanced lab. This is all under apply it. Your advanced labs, same thing. They're 2 points each. You see how much those are. There's a lot of work in there. Just hands-on stuff you're doing on the computer. And then after that, you have your quiz, and your quiz is worth 20 points. So like I said, if you get behind, make sure you don't leave any quizzes undone, and don't wait till the last minute. They're not as hard as you think. Let's close that out. And each module is just like that. Learn it, study it, and apply it. All right, broken down. So make sure you go to the advanced labs when you do your homework part. You go to apply it. You got hardware lab and advanced hardware lab. So make sure you open both of those. All right, and this one unlocks August 10th at 12 p.m. So at noon on Saturday. So by the time you probably get this video, it'll be unlocked. All right. Now here's the midterm. Thought I had the date on there, but I didn't put it on there yet. And then here is the final. All right. So mine. And that's basically all you have to know about navigating there. If you have technical issues, there should be a help. Yours might be a little different than mine because I've got the instructor one. but there should be like a help menu, some here, FAQ, customer support right here, right? So mine is, that's my login. So right under your login, click that down. There's customer support. So like I said, all I do is set the class up, and I've done that part. I have no, and I can see the grades, and I can adjust the grades. But as far as if you can't unlock it or something technical with the software, you have to go through customer support. I can't administrate that. I don't have, it's like us and another student. I can't reassign your password or none of that. Right, so make sure you use customer support if you need it. All right, so that's it for Cengage. Let's go on over to the Microsoft Teams. So each team has their support channel, a different channel. This is Titusville one. I have a separate one, a whole separate one for Cocoa Campus. So here's the home page. There's nothing really to see here. I guess when I add stuff, I haven't really did much on there, and I don't plan to. But here's where we use classwork. This is the tab where everything is located, and you'll see it is broken down by week. And on here, it tells you classroom on the days that I'll be in the classroom. So remember, first 2 weeks are mandatory. So if you click this link here, you'll have this intro video. That's the wrong one. But I'm going to replace it with this current video so you can see it there. Smart goals. Go ahead and watch these 2 videos before the term starts. And here's a copy of your syllabus. All right. So make sure you get that, know how to access it. And then week 2, the same thing. You have your first chapter 1 and the chapter 1 study guide for your quizzes. Before you take the quiz, if you look at that video, it'll give you some good insight on how to pass it. Why is this? Okay, sorry, I got the wrong one open. That's why. Let's go to, that's my programming class. Let's go to 45C. All right, here we go. Home. Nothing going on there, but every time I post something, it'll put it on there. And the classwork is where you make your money. So now here we go. Smart goals. Make sure you watch those 2 videos, and this intro video will be there in case you forget something. Your syllabus will be here. And then chapter 1 with the quizzes. All the quizzes have a study guide video, short video to watch. I suggest go ahead and watch that so you have some insight before you take the quiz. And then this has for every chapter for every week, since we're doing chapter 1 and 2 in week 2, you'll have both of those there. And then chapter 1 and 2 slides if you wanted some extra slides. There's already slides in the Mindtap, but I suggest these videos because they are insightful for what's on the test. And there for every chapter, as you can see, you go down, you go down, you go down. Your final exam, there's a study guide. There's no study guide for this final one, that's right. But for all the quizzes, there's one. And like I said, everything is due the last day of class at class start time, other than the final. All right, so there's no when is chapter 2 quiz done. It's going to be unlocked the whole time. A lot of people like to wait till the last minute, then they see how much work they're doing, and they want to negotiate with me the last day of class because they ran out of time. And I'd say get your grade first, and then do whatever you would do before then. All right, so here, let's say you want to ask a question. You couldn't find it on the syllabus, and it wasn't covered in this video. So you click the General tab, and here where it says Chat for Classroom, ask all questions here. Welcome to CET-1176. You click Reply, and you put your chat on there, and you send it off. All right. So the whole class will be able to see this. So if you got something super personal, which is, that you don't want the class to know, that you would come up to the desk in the classroom and ask me personally, then I understand, and you can send that email. All right. But if it's a question, hey, are we coming to class, or when is the final, or when is something that's on the syllabus, even if it is on the syllabus and you answer it there, at least one of your other classmates can answer it. So let's say you get real close to an A or a B or C or whatever by 20 points or less, and I see that you're answering questions in the classroom, but you're cooperating on the chat and going and helping students out and doing things, replies that I don't have to do. Then if you're close to that grade, I'll consider, hey, he did classroom participation, I'll bump them up an extra 20 points or so to get to the next higher grade because of the effort. If you're one who's, hey, I'm not going to, once I go to those first 2 classes, no one's going to bother me, but then I'm going to have 95 questions the last week of the class, then you'll be having 95 questions the last week of class. And the first answer is going to be see the syllabus. The second one is going to be go ahead and look at that introductory video again. All right, so all I'm saying is, as a student, I expect you to be mature enough to reference the information that's provided for you, and I do understand that everything is not going to be covered, so those special occasions where they're not covered, please feel free to come to me. All right, but if it's general questions, put it right here in the general area. All right, so that's basically it for the introduction video. The textbook, you don't need a hard copy. There's an e-text available with the Mindtap, so you should be good with that. And like I said, the videos and stuff that I showed you, those are valuable. You can look at those before class, but just remember, try to come in and be there the first 2 class days. And after that, because it's hybrid, there won't be any lecture. I'll just make sure that you understand how to access your information, and some of the stuff I will discuss, or I'll ask questions, professional stuff like that about IT and the subject matter. But everything else is found within the software. All right. So thank you for joining. Thank you for signing up for this class. Thank you for watching this video. And I hope that you do subscribe to see other videos that's going to help you get through this class and other classes. And I will see you in the classroom. Take care. Have a wonderful day.